Some fighters walk in thinking the world owes them respect, then get hit with a reality check so brutal, even their ego needs medical attention. Today, we're watching cocky attitudes get flattened, reputations shattered, and bravado laughed out of the ring.
The big slam. Oh, he got a big right hand. There's a big right hand. Mark. Now they're swinging to the fence.
Right back up, Silva trying to engage. Oh, look at that. Wow. Touch Max back with a kick of his own. Oh, my. Hard shot.
It's all over.
He's out.
1. Aline Pereira versus Nedra Rep. Nedra Rep surged forward like desperation finally hit the gas, swinging wide and wild, hoping chaos could steal what control already lost.
And for Pereira lands. Rep tries to stay in the chaos. Pays for it a little.
Aline Pereira didn't blink. She stood her ground like the cage belonged to her, eyes locked, posture calm. The kind of calm that makes panic look loud. Then the moment cracked open. Pereira stepped in with perfect timing, slicing through Rep's rush with clean, sharp strikes that snapped her head back and froze her momentum mid-charge. Knees dug into the body, short punches landed upstairs, and suddenly, Rep wasn't pressing anymore. She was surviving.
Oh, a little stumble from Pereira.
And she engages in the clinch. You think she would disengage?
Every move Pereira made felt deliberate, like she was underlining the ending instead of searching for it. As the final seconds ticked away, Pereira closed the exchange with absolute authority, smothering any last gamble and sealing the fight right there. No scramble, no debate, just dominance written in real time. From 1735 to 1809, the result stopped being a question. It became a conclusion.
Seconds.
Fans on their feet as Rep punches her way in. It is Pereira who scores the takedown. Brother Alex, Glover Teixeira, Heleno Cruz, they loved that takedown.
Judges score this bout 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision, Aline Pereira.
Xiong Jingnan stepped into the 2022 trilogy fight like she was testing structural integrity, dropping Angela Lee almost immediately to see if her chin would hold. It looked less like strategy and more like a blunt force question asked with bad intentions. Lee hit the canvas, answered it quickly, and stood back up with the kind of resilience that refuses to follow the script. As the fight dragged through all 5 rounds, order completely collapsed. Striking power took over, balance disappeared, and neither fighter showed any interest in staying down.
Cardio, test that extra weight. Step upside kick there. Xiong Jingnan tries to back her off with the right hand. There's the left hook from the champion.
Knockdowns, recoveries, and constant tumbles turned the bout into controlled chaos, with momentum swinging violently and unpredictably. At times, it felt like gravity itself was part of the opposition. By the end, the spectacle had commentators openly questioning whether the octagon floor was even level. What was supposed to be a trilogy fight unfolded like an audition for a disaster movie. Brutal, unsteady, and unforgettable.
Oh, Angela's hurt! The body shot hurt her! The punching panda! Angela's in trouble! Angela's in trouble! It's over! It's over! It's good night, Irene!
3. Valentina Shevchenko versus Weili Zhang, UFC 322. Valentina Shevchenko stepped into UFC 322 like experience was her greatest weapon, calm and calculated, carrying championship composure into every exchange. Weili Zhang stood across from her with quiet confidence, sharp and explosive, ready to push a pace that doesn't ask permission. The early moments were a chess match played at full speed. Shevchenko looked for timing and control, while Zhang pressed forward with speed and power, forcing reactions and stealing space. Every exchange felt measured, every mistake punished just enough to matter. As the fight settled, Zhang's pressure began to tilt the balance. Faster combinations, stronger clinch work, and relentless forward movement kept Shevchenko reacting instead of dictating. By the final rounds, the momentum was clear. When the decision came, there was no confusion. Weili Zhang had done enough to seal it. 4. Michaela Mayer versus Mary Spencer Michaela Mayer, former unified WBO and IBF junior lightweight champion, entered the ring with precision and poise. Across from her, Mary Spencer, Canada's powerhouse, came with raw aggression and unstoppable drive. From the first bell, it was control versus chaos. Mayer's sharp jabs and smart pivots met Spencer's heavy, relentless punches. Every round was a war of styles, brains versus brawn, discipline versus instinct. After 10 brutal rounds, Mayer won by split decision. Spencer proved her power and heart, announcing herself as a future champion. Both left the ring as legends, fighters who gave everything for legacy, not just belts. 5. Gabriela Fundora versus Alexis Kubicki. Undisputed flyweight champion Gabriela Fundora faced Alexis Kubicki in Southern California, a clash of height and power versus grit and determination. By the 7th round, Fundora's relentless accuracy and power broke through. Referee intervention stopped Kubicki, giving Fundora a brutal TKO and preserving her undisputed status. Kubicki showed heart, but Fundora's dominance was undeniable. A masterclass in power, precision, and championship composure. 6. Gabriela Fundora versus Daniela Asenjo. Gabriela Fundora defended her IBF flyweight title against Daniela Asenjo in a dominant display. Fundora controlled the fight from range, landing precise left hands, right hooks, and punishing body shots. Asenjo struggled to find openings, walking into Fundora's counters and showing signs of fatigue as the rounds progressed. After 10 rounds, Fundora's technical mastery, discipline, and power earned her a unanimous decision, 90-0 from all judges, keeping her undefeated and firmly established as the queen of the flyweight division.
Undefeated and still the IBF flyweight champion of the world, from Coachella, California, Gabriela Sweet Poison Fundora.
7. Dakota Ditcheva versus Tayla Santos, PFL 2024 Championship. In the PFL 2024 Women's Flyweight World Championship, undefeated Dakota Ditcheva faced former UFC title challenger Tayla Santos. At 4:41 of round 2, Ditcheva secured a TKO victory, claiming the $1 million prize and the inaugural PFL Women's Flyweight World Championship. Her performance highlighted her technical skill, aggression, and strategic fight IQ. Dakota Ditcheva defeated Tayla Santos, TKO Round 2 PFL Women's Flyweight Champion. 8. Claressa Shields versus Kelsey DeSantis. Claressa Shields walked into the PFL cage like an Olympic champion on a mission. Kelsey DeSantis, a tough U.S. Marine, was ready to test her in MMA, framing and escaping like a pro. The crowd went wild every time Shields turned danger into control. Round 2 saw Shields assert herself. Her jabs, crosses, and body shots started to wear DeSantis down.
She's staying calm. Okay, she's doing an armbar. Here's an armbar attempt from Kelsey DeSantis. She fell back on it. Chris is pushing that toe. She actually wants to push the leg.
Shields mixed in kicks, controlled the center, and avoided DeSantis' advances. After 3 rounds, the judges gave Claressa Shields a split decision victory. Her MMA debut journey continues, proving that a boxing legend can conquer a new arena. 9. Molly McCann versus Ebony Cotton. Molly McCann strutted into the NEC arena like Liverpool itself was in her corner, a former UFC star turned boxing force. Ebony Cotton, raw but fearless, wasn't backing down. This was her chance to make a statement in her second pro fight. By round 6, McCann had controlled the rhythm. Cotton fought bravely, absorbing leather and refusing to quit. But McCann's combinations, angles, and switch-hitting dominance were impossible to ignore. After 6 rounds, the referee's scorecard read 58-56 for Molly McCann, still undefeated and proving that her transition from UFC to boxing is nothing short of spectacular. Cotton earned respect for her grit, but it was McCann's night to shine.
For Molly McCann.
10. Liz Carmouche versus Gina Bishop. Liz Carmouche stepped into the cage like a battle-hardened queen, 41 years old and still at the top of her game. Across from her, Gina Bishop, 39, looked sharp and confident, ready to prove that experience wasn't the only thing that counted. Round 2, Carmouche found her rhythm. Inside knees, low kicks, and precise strikes disrupted Bishop's flow. Bishop fought back with submission attempts, but Liz's strength and savvy kept her safe. Carmouche claimed the TKO victory and the PFL Women's Flyweight gold. At 41, she wasn't just winning, she was proving she's still a force to be reckoned with. 11. Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano strutted into Madison Square Garden like gladiators on a caffeine rush, ready to rewrite the laws of physics with their fists. But Serrano came at her like a wrecking ball with boxing gloves, throwing punches so hard you could hear the echoes in Times Square.
Southpaw versus Orthodox style.
By the final bell, both fighters looked like they'd wrestled a hurricane, but somehow Taylor's speed and cunning just nudged her over the finish line. In the end, Taylor won by split decision, 96-93, keeping her crown and leaving Serrano plotting a dramatic rematch that would probably involve superhero capes.
After 10 incredible rounds here at Madison Square, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world, Katie!
And just like that, confidence turned into comic misery. The cocky fighters got schooled, humbled, and reminded that theatrics don't win fights. Skill does. Their bruised egos now live forever in highlight reels, and honestly, we're all here for it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more savage moments like these.